I guess the protocol for cruise ships is that when the night of the cruise or the last night of the cruise, I guess you go to your room, pack up all the shit that you got to check your bag, and then you put your bag outside your door, and they come around and pick up all your luggage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then the only thing you have with you is your carry-on stuff.
Right.
So that's what everybody was doing, is they were packing up their week's worth of costumes and
right. Let me put my Prince wig away and
exactly. So that's where everybody was, as they were packing it up for the week.
It's funny.
But yeah, just the whole ship full of people just deserted.
That's funny.
It's just crazy. But overall, good experience. Would I do it personally? Would I personally book and go to a cruise? I wouldn't do that.
Sure.
It's a lot of money for this. I heard people talking about what they spent to be on this cruise, and on an average, it's about $5,000.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah, $5,000 to go on a cruise, and again, people came in from all over the world. But aside from the tragic event that took place the first night of the cruise, as far as I could tell, it was a very successful, well-run organization.
Well, that's good.
Yep. So
sounds better than what people were getting at the Monsters of Rock.
Yeah.
I heard nothing but complaints about that cruise. Plus, they had a heart attack on that cruise too.
Yeah, who was it? Their drummer? What drummer?
Yeah, Ted Poley or Danger's drummer or something. I don't know if it was Ted Poley solo or
Ted Poley solo.
Whatever band Ted Poley's in now, it was his drummer. But I guess he lived.
Okay.
From what I understand, he lived. But
well, it's like our friend Eric having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Right after one of his gigs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure that guy having the heart attack on the boat that Eric was on, I'm sure that didn't scare the shit out of Eric.
No shit. Well, anyway, overall, interesting experience. An opportunity to go a different place. During the time I was on the ship from the point that we got on at San Juan, Puerto Rico,
right,
into Haiti. And it was just like, yeah, I don't just stay within this area. It's like, yeah, that's okay. I'm not getting off the ship.
I'm going to stay within this area.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be getting off at Haiti.
Yeah. I'll be staying within the area of the bar.
Exactly. Exactly. And to be honest with you, I hardly drank anything on the ship. I had some wine at dinner, and I may have had, during the course of the whole ship, I may have had 6 cocktails total.
All right, that's not bad. I mean, you're on a boat 5 days.
Yeah, and it was just like, yeah, it was a crowded scene at the bar, man.
Right.
And of course, every time Don wanted to go out and go get a cocktail at the bar, of course, he had to deal with everybody coming up. But can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? Which was fine because he took a picture, but
that's the whole reason he's there.
Yeah, they were very patient about waiting. If he was engaged in a conversation with somebody or whatever, they waited very patiently until he was done talking to whomever it was he was talking to, and he'd take a photo with them.
Yeah, but how uncomfortable is that when you just see the guy just standing there like stalking?
And they did.
Yeah, of course they do.
Some people stood there for up to like a half an hour just waiting.
Right, like one step away from being uncomfortable, but still noticeable.
Yep. So, good time, I guess. Again, I wouldn't do it personally. It's just really not my cup of tea. I was just glad to be invited to go along and enjoy that. But personally, I would never just do it, for shits and giggles. Just not really something that I have any interest in. Just being on a ship, sailing open seas for days at a time. Because there were times, you don't see anything except just open water, for as far as you could see. Well, but, some people do that every single year though, because they have a class of people who are, they call it, just like if you were in high school, well, I'm a freshman. This is my first time on the ship. Well, next year I'm going to be a sophomore, and then I'm going to be a junior, then I'm going to be a senior, and they actually have like a graduation ceremony
Right.
thing, and they actually have a prom.
A prom.
A prom.
So what, if you go on 4 cruises, then you get invited to the prom? Is that
Yes.
what it is?
Yes. And these people were actually wearing caps and gowns.
Oh my
They
God.
were graduating, they were seniors now. So they
How
actually had
embarrassing.
like a big graduation ceremony and the whole thing. It's a real weird thing.
How embarrassing.
Well, people seem to love it.
Did they wear their name tag too?
They did.
I'm Bill, class of 2025?
Exactly.
Jesus. Ugh. And what about the ones that have been there more than 4 times? Do they get alumni status?
I think they do. I believe they do, as a matter of fact.
How
Yeah. So the people who were on the cruise, their 4th time on the cruise or something, they had a graduation ceremony, and they had
Oh my God.
they had the class of 2025 and all this and that,
Do they walk across a stage?
Yeah, they do.
And they get handed a diploma?
They get their little certificate to say that they've graduated, and they literally wear cap and gowns.
That is lame.
It was pretty weird.
That's so dumb. Hey, it's Chris Akin from the Classic Metal Show, Chris Akin Presents, and the Seth Williams Show, straight from the uncensored heart of the CMS network. We've just been crowned a certified Rumble creator, and that means we're bringing the heat. All our shows, commercial free, baby. Advance episode drops sometimes months before the normal release, so you're not stuck waiting. You'll get all this plus exclusive content for Rumble Premium subscribers that'll blow your mind. And with Rumble Premium, you'll get every CMS Network show and all of Rumble's other videos with no ads and no fluff. This is our official home, Rumble. It's raw, powerful, and unfiltered. You want in? Just hit us up at rumble.com/register/classic metal show to sign up for free commenting, chat live, and just your ability to join the chaos of all of our shows. Then while you're there, swing by any of our videos, smash that Rumble Premium button, and level up. Subscribe now. Don't sleep on this. Hit the link in the description.